Now, when I want to rethrow an exception, simply by rethrowing an exception, we mean that we use the statement throw without any parameters. Earlier, when we were throwing exception, we pass the parameters, whatever parameters we want to pass. Now, supposedly, I'm only calling throw without any parameter. What happens is, jahan se bhi we were catching the exception, we are trying to rethrow the exception using this statement. Now, what do I mean by rethrowing? And what is happening when I'm trying to rethrow the exception? Let's just try to take a very small example. Through the programming, we'll understand what is happening. Supposedly, I am calling a function where I have a try catch block, and I'm already calling another try catch block from one of the try catch blocks itself. So from the parent block, I'm calling supposedly a child block. एक पेरेंट ब्लॉक है जिसमें अपना ट्राई और कैच है, ठीक है. It has its own try and catch. This is my parent block. Now from this try, I'm calling a function which is say a child block. I'm saying I'm calling this as the child block. Within this function, I also have a try and catch. Now it is again democracy, up to you whether you want to handle the exception here or here. So if an exception is called in this try block, then it will be caught in the catch block only. Now supposedly catch does not have the capability to handle the exception correctly. Then you can rethrow the exception from this catch block to be caught in this catch block. So for that, we use only the throw statement. Let us try to see how this can be done and what happens when we are trying to do this. I'm just taking a small example. Supposedly, I am trying to rethrow the array out of bounds exception that we have done in the previous class once. I am trying to redo the same once again. So when we are trying to throw the same exception, absolutely the same exception is being tried to throw. So initially I'm creating a class. See, we are doing array out of bounds exception once again today. So I'm creating a class here. I'm beginning with creating a class. If you are creating a program, so let us begin with your input output stream.html. So I am having my hash include iostream. I'm having a hash inclusive process also, so that I can call various functions that I might be needing. And supposedly I'm defining an array size. So using my namespace std, and supposedly I am defining a constant integer array size so that I can later, this is the maximum array size allowed within the bounds. You can change this size. I'm just supposedly taking it to be 15. You can take it any, I'm just taking the example. So after including all of these, I am creating a class, say array. I'm creating this class array. Within the class, I am creating an integer. This is a small a, please remember, so I can take the same, and I am taking the array size. So it's an array of the size, maximum possible size, which is declared in the constant above. I am creating an abstract class. I'm again creating an abstract class range. Abstract class range is only used for throwing the exception. It is not having any body. Please remember, I'm not defining or doing anything with the class. This is only an abstract class that I'm creating here, right? This is an abstract class. Now, after creating the abstract class, I'm creating a function for operator overloading. Now, this function returns, this function is essentially returning an integer reference. So I'm taking integer and operator overloading में जो function का name होता है वो होता है operator followed by the operator that you are going to overload. So you are giving operator, this will remain as it is, and the operator to be overloaded is square brackets. So I am going to overload the square brackets operator. This is the return type of the function, name of the function for operator overloading. Now the parameters will come. Now here the parameter, I am taking only one parameter, I, because I only want to check whether my I is within the bounds or not. The only thing I want to see here is whether or not, so if I is less than 0 or I is greater than, technically greater than array, greater than or even equal to, क्योंकि 0 से लेके 14 तक ही चलेगा. So if I is greater than equal to array size, that means I should not be allowed. ऐसा array का index नहीं चाहिए जो 0 से छोटा हो या 15 के equal या बड़ा हो. In between there is a valid array index. If I am not getting a valid array index, I want to throw the exception. This is throw, and I'm trying to throw an object of the abstract class. So this is, I'm trying to throw the object of the abstract class, which does not have anything. It is only for used for catching here, no other purpose. And if it is not throwing, then it should return a valid reference. A valid reference to the variable of the class array. So I'm taking array of I. That reference to this integer location will be returned there through the return statement, right? So this is the operator overloading function which I'm running over here. After this, I close my class. Class definition is done. Now I'm creating, supposedly I declared a function here. I am declaring I have not declared public in any part. So I say this has to be public. Somewhere public has to come into picture. This was a private variable. Then I'm having public, and supposedly I am just declaring a function array here. This is only a declaration, not defining. Now I'm going to define the function now, fine. Or maybe I can create a constructor. I can create a simple constructor, supposedly add, और इस constructor की सिर्फ declaration दी है, भी definition नहीं दी है. So outside the class, I am trying to define this constructor. So what is the constructor going to do? It is going to create an array of whatever size required. So it reads an element from the array. If any exception is there, then exception will be called. So I am having array, scope resolution operator, and the name of the function, which is the constructor in itself. So it is the same name here. Within this function, since I wanted to use a loop, so I could not have defined it in line. Inline functions mein loops are not allowed. So I'm defining it outside the class using the scope resolution operator. So within this function, I'm running the loop for I is equal to 0. I is less than the array size, right? Whatever the size is there, and I plus plus. So this is what my function loop is running for. Now here, when I am saying that array of I is equal to I, supposedly this is what my initialization is here. Now since this operator has been overloaded, it will automatically check whether I is out of bounds or not. So it is going to automatically check it. So this checking will happen on its own. Now if I want to read an element and I want to check whether an exception is there or not. So supposedly I'm creating another function which is not a function of the class. So I'm creating an integer read, not a function of the class, I'm again saying, and I'm taking a reference of the type class here, array and a. Supposedly I'm creating an object reference for the class object here, and I'm creating an index to check whether my array index is within the bounds or not. So अगर मुझे array में से कोई भी एक single read करना है, तो array में से कौन सा index read करना है, that would be sent back if no exception is thrown. Otherwise some exception will be thrown. So let us take some element that I want to read from the array and I want to return it. So I'm taking a try block here, try now. Now this try is specifically within this read function only. अभी तक हमने main नहीं करा है. What has been done till now is I have created a class. Within the class there is an operator overloading function which throws an exception in case index is out of bounds. Exception कहीं भी catch या try catch नहीं आया अभी. I'm just telling you what kind of an exception can be thrown. Now I'm creating a function read just to read an array from the element, and within this read I'm trying to see कि अगर if I'm trying to read an element from the array which is out of bounds, then I should not be able to read it. I should be able to throw a proper exception. So I'm saying that say element is equal to A of whatever index has been passed here. So from the reference of the object passed index, when I am doing this, I am going to call the overloaded operator function. In case, since this is a try block, I am calling this from the try block. In case an exception is thrown, I will have to have the catch block immediately after this. So within this catch block, I am catching the exception of type array range. Now this abstract class range is a member of the array class. Outside the array nahi ho sakti use, so I am using the scope resolution operator here, and then I am mentioning the range here. So in case this kind of exception has been thrown, then see what I'm doing over here. I am here printing. This is supposedly some parent block, and I'm passing the reference to the child block. So rethrowing the exception. I'm just rethrowing the exception here. And I'm using a throw. Because ये function है, ये function भी अभी कहीं से call होगा. अभी call नहीं हुआ है ये function. इस function के अंदर try catch है. So I am just simply recalling the throw. No parenthesis, nothing. Throw has been recalled. And in case try catch से बाहर आ गए हम यहीं पे, then return the element. अगर कोई exception throw नहीं हुई, in case no exception has been thrown, I will be reaching here. क्योंकि catch में गए थे तो rethrow हो जाएगी exception, यहाँ पे आप वापस नहीं आओगे. In case we are reaching here, that means try block was successful, and I will be returning whatever element was there, and I close my read function. Till here, are you all understanding? अब मेन में से इन सारे फंक्शन ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करके फंक्शन कॉल करेंगे. अभी तक सिर्फ एक क्लास क्रिएट करी है, क्लास में ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग करी है एरे साइज चेक करने के लिए. हमने यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्टर में फॉर लूप में सिर्फ ये चेक करा है अगर यहाँ पे एरे एज होगा जब भी अपने आप ऑपरेटर कॉल होगा व्हेनेवर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज क्रिएटेड. यहाँ पे एक्सेप्शन थ्रो होने का कोई चांस ही नहीं है बिकॉज आई इज ऑलवेज लाइंग बिटवीन देम ओनली, राइट. I'm calling a function read to supposedly user wants to print something or read an array element. So read करने के लिए I'm using the try catch. Within the try catch, I'm rethrowing the exception from this catch. Since this is a function, it has to be called from somewhere else. So let us now see what the concept of rethrowing is, right? अब मैं main define कर रही हूँ. Main में क्या कर रही हूँ? Let us come back to our main now. Once again, so I'm having my void main. So from the main, I am creating an array of the class, an object of the class. This is an object of the class which I have declared as array, and I am creating integer, say index and element. You can take any names, I'm just taking them. So you can print maximum allowed size जो है आपका array का, वो है array size. You can tell the user कि this is only the allowed size. अब यूजर की मर्जी है वो आगे क्या साइज लेना चाहे. So I'm running an infinite loop here. While one means it is an infinite loop. So I am having I want to read some elements. So enter element to be referenced. जो भी आप read या write करना चाहते हो. So I am initializing all the elements. 0th element is 0, first element is 1, second is 2, and so on. So, and you will be reading index. Now, which element to be referenced? That is, you are reading the index of the element. And you want to print agar us index pe koi element hai to. So now, I will be entering my try block. I am trying to read the element now. Fine. So, you can even print trying to read a of whatever your index is. Index, and you can even close this, right? So trying to read this, when you are trying to read this, you are simply now saying that element is equal to read. This read function is not a part of the class, so you are calling this read. There are two parameters. One is the object of class, which is a यहाँ पे. Another is the index जो आपको read करना है. तो अगर out of bounds नहीं है तो element read हो जाएगा, वरना exception would be called. So if you are able to read it, you should be able to print it. So if the read is successful, you can simply do cout element is equal to, and you can print the element. This closes my try block. Now I have to catch the exception. What kind of an exception do I have to catch? Of the same class, abstract object will be thrown. So I have to, sorry, this parenthesis is not required here. So I have to catch this kind of an exception here. And while catching this, I can say that exception caught in main or wherever you can say, and you can take whatever action you want to, or you can simply print array out of bound. Array out of bound exception है आपकी. You have this kind of an exception and you can use an exit here. Exit 0 process.h हमने इसीलिए use करी थी. So this is your try and clause. This is happening within the while loop. While loop बंद करेंगे and you will end. Even you can here print something or you can end the main. Now let us understand कि जब execution शुरू होगी तब क्या क्या होगा. Initially I have created array A. So A एक object create हो गया जिसमें 15 साइज का एरे है 0 से लेके 15 तक का. जब ए क्रिएट हुआ ऑटोमेटिकली कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल हुआ, सारी लोकेशंस क्रिएट हुई और उन लोकेशंस में 0 1 2 3 से लेके 14 तक स्टोर हो गया. 15 लोकेशंस में 14 तक स्टोर हो गया. ठीक है ना. दिस हैज हैपेंड व्हेन आई क्रिएट द ऑब्जेक्ट, द कंस्ट्रक्टर इज कॉल्ड एंड दिस हैज हैपेंड, राइट. Every time this is being used, every time this, sorry, the operator overloaded function was being called, but exception could not have been thrown at that time, so nothing happens. Now I am creating an index and an element. I am printing. Now I am reading the index. Supposedly the user enters an index, say 4, just for example, and I am trying to read, so it will print ki trying to read a of 4. ठीक है, it will print this. Now element is equal to read call हुआ. Read में a और index. A is a reference to the class object, index is 4. So reference to this class object is passed and 4 is passed. I am taking a temporary variable integer element here. Now element is a of index. When I am using this operator overloaded function is being called. Now index here is passed as a parameter. Operator overloading में this index is passed as a parameter. Now since 4 is lying between 0 and 14, so there is no issue. This is correct. No exception is called. No exception is called, so element is returned. So you will be able to print this is equal to 4. ये print हो जाएगा. अब while loop है, दोबारा run होगा. Endlessly run होना ना while loop है. So you run it again. Supposedly this time you enter 20. Now when you are entering 20, you are again trying to read array of 20 here. So this gets printed. Now you enter you call this element read again for the same object, and this time the index is 20. When now it is called and when it is checked for 20, now it is certainly not lying between the 0 to 14 range. So the exception is called, there is a try catch block within the read function also. तो अभी हम read function के try catch block में हैं. यहाँ से एक्सेप्शन थ्रू हुई. कौन से फंक्शन ने? क्लास में जो फंक्शन डिफाइंड ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडेड फंक्शन है उसने एक्सेप्शन थ्रो करी. वहां से एक्सेप्शन यहाँ पे कैच हुई. क्लास के फंक्शन से, क्लास का जो आपका फंक्शन था ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग वाला फंक्शन, वहां पे गया यहाँ से और कैच होके एक्सेप्शन कम्स हियर. सो यू विल बी प्रिंटिंग रीथ्रोइंग. Rethrowing gets printed the cout statement and you throw. अब यहाँ पे टाइप ऑफ एक्सेप्शन कुछ भी नहीं है. इसका मतलब जो एक्सेप्शन कॉट हुई थी वही सेम एक्सेप्शन को रीथ्रो करना है. सो आई एम ट्राइंग टू थ्रो द सेम टाइप ऑफ एक्सेप्शन. सो व्हेन आई एम थ्रोइंग दिस, अब इस कैच से थ्रो के कहीं बाहर तो जाना पड़ेगा ना, तो इस फंक्शन से बाहर आ जाएंगे. अब व्हेन आई एम थ्रोइंग इट फ्रॉम हिम, आई कम आउट फ्रॉम हियर. व्हेन आई एम कमिंग आउट, ट्राई कैच में यहाँ पे एक्सेप्शन थ्रो हुई. सो दिस ट्राई ब्लॉक इज नाउ थ्रोइंग द एक्सेप्शन. हियर इट इज कॉट. ये वाले थ्रो से यहाँ पे एक्सेप्शन कैच हुई. So I'm rethrowing the same type of exception. So same type of exception is caught. And then you will be printing array out of bound. Now I'm using exit 0 so that no more while loop will be there and you will be able to exit the program. Exit 0 will exit the program. So this is how this program is going to run. Just a second, I have missed your doubts.
मैम
एरे के ऑब्जेक्ट का रेफरेंस इसलिए पास कराया है हमने क्योंकि हमें नया ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना. रैम में किसी लोकेशन पे ए स्टोर्ड है, सपोजिटली 1000 लोकेशन पे. आई एम नॉट क्रिएटिंग एनी न्यू ऑब्जेक्ट है, आई एम ओनली पासिंग अ रेफरेंस टू द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट. क्योंकि हमें उसमें कोई चेंजेस या कुछ टेम्परेरी वी हैव टू डू नथिंग, वी जस्ट हैव टू रीड इट. So we pass a reference to it so that when we are referring this from the same location it is being referred. That is why we are passing a reference. And we are not changing the original objects. In case we wanted to change them, then also the reference works. But in any case, this is a way of passing the actual parameters. That is correct. Element read करा रहे हैं, उसके लिए new क्यों क्रिएट करना है आपको, एक और स्पेस क्यों क्रिएट करनी है. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ क्रिएटिंग अ न्यू ऑब्जेक्ट हेयर ना. अगर आप न्यू ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करोगे तो एक पूरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट होगा, उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं है. हम पॉइंटर भी नहीं ले रहे, नया पॉइंटर भी क्रिएट नहीं करा है, हमने सिर्फ रेफरेंस पास करा है एज अ रेफरेंस so that the same object is being referred to. Nothing else is happening. Somebody was asking some doubt, may please ask this time. Now I am again repeating what is happening here. When I was calling this within this try block, when I am calling this element is equal to read. Now the read is called and I enter the try catch block of this read. Now there is a try, there is a catch. The exception is thrown from the try within the read function. Now read में से throw होता तो इस वाली try की catch पे आता. But since it is thrown within a try block, so it will be caught immediately after the catch which is following the try block. So the exception is being thrown from the try block. जब आपने element is equal to index करा, it goes to the overloaded operator function. It throws an exception if it was out of bounds. The exception is caught here. Now I don't want to catch the exception here. Technically I wanted to catch the exception in the original only. So I'm rethrowing the exception and I'm printing rethrowing. So this will be printed because this catch block caught the exception. I'm rethrowing the same kind of exception and here I am catching the exception, the same kind, and I am printing array of bounds. So rethrowing भी print होगा, array out of bound भी print होगा. Both are getting printed. But what has happened now is after this try catch block ended, I should have technically reached return element. अगर मैं rethrow नहीं करती exception, तो I should have reached the return element part, which I don't want to do. This return element should not happen if I have reached a catch block. रिटर्न एलिमेंट तभी होना चाहिए जब ट्राई कैच सक्सेसफुली फिनिश हो गए और हमारी कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं बची है. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, रीडिंग में जो एक्सेप्शन कॉज हुई है वो एक्सेप्शन से दिस एक्सेप्शन इज नॉट ओनली फॉर द रीड फंक्शन, इट इज गेटिंग अफेक्टेड फॉर द एलिमेंट जो हमें यहाँ पे चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल ऑफ रीथ्रोइंग द एक्सेप्शन व्हिच इज नाउ कॉट इन द ट्राई कैच ब्लॉक. अगर ये सब डायरेक्टली विदाउट ट्राई कैच ब्लॉक के होता, if this was not there supposedly, then automatically the exception would have come here. I am just teaching you the concept of rethrowing a similar same type of exception. So whenever I am trying to do the same type of exception that can be caught to the try block from which this function was called. Now I will not be entering this function once again. Is the concept now clear to all of you? Yes, you could have used break also for breaking out of the loop. For exit की जगह आप break भी use कर सकते हो loop से बाहर आने के लिए. It is up to you. Anybody any doubt now? Is it now clear to all of you, class?
मैम
Whenever I am mentioning a catch block, I am trying to catch a certain kind of exception. What type of exception? Generally, I give the data type here. जैसे integer a, integer b. तो कौन से type की exception है? ये कौन से type की exception है? Range is a class, abstract class, उसको object pass करा है. तो ये abstract range kind की exception है. Now, since this class, I am passing an abstract object here. This object does not have any value. This class does not have anything abstract. Class का मतलब ही होता है कि आप उसको object create नहीं करेंगे. This is not using any variable, any space in the memory. It is only telling me use कि हम out of bounds चले गए हैं. इसलिए इस kind of exception is being thrown. This is not integer. This is not a exception of any other kind. So if I want, if I am writing a project or something, and if I want various kinds of exceptions to be caught, and I cannot every time give कि integer a हुआ तो ये exception हुई, it does not make sense. The program becomes not readable. So I'm trying to throw this kind of exception. Now I'm using the scope resolution operator and arr because this range is only for the array class. Array class के अंदर हमने सब class बनाई थी, nested class बनाई थी हमने range. Now this range could be for any other thing also. Currently हम सिर्फ array class के लिए इस range की बात कर रहे थे, इसलिए we are just mentioning कि कौन सा data type यहाँ पे use हुआ है. Array class का range abstract class का data type we are using here to catch this kind of exception. It does not mean anything else. It just means the kind of exception that I am trying to catch over here. Is it clear now, Ananya? In case I do not create this range class, I throw an exception of type integer and I catch an exception of type integer. Then also the program will work absolutely in the similar manner. सिर्फ हमने यहाँ पे range इसलिए लिया ताकि हम when we are creating big objects, so we know कि किस type of exception है. Array की range kind of exception है. Array out of bound था, इसलिए ये exception raise हुई होगी. So this is for us. लेटर ऑन प्रोग्रामर की हेल्प के लिए ये हुआ है. इससे प्रोग्राम के आउटपुट में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा. यू कैन थ्रो इंटीजर फ्रॉम योर ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडेड फंक्शन, यू कैन कैच इंटीजर. द प्रोग्राम विल वर्क इन एब्सोल्युटली द सिमिलर मैनर. Clear to all of you now? Anybody, any more doubts?